Hey y'all, happy Monday. Hey, this is Eva darling. I do want to thank everyone that tunes in, that comes and watches my videos. I am so excited that you all still tune in. I'm still trying to build back up, like, my viewers and everything, because it was a long period of time that I did stop making the videos due to me just trying to get my life in order. I'm about to clean off my camera really quick. Okay, but today, basically I was all over the place with this video. I tried to make this video about several times. I feel like sometimes I try to go a little too deep or try to be a little too analytical, and it's not giving like the real version of me. So, once again, I'm gonna go into the fact that, of course, I said almost every video that I have been sober since December 1st, and I have been vegan since January 9th. Now, I've been having these crazy dreams lately about like me drinking or me eating certain foods that I no longer eat, like meat, fish, and this, that, and the other. And it's weird because it's not like in those dreams. Normally with my dreams, what I take from my dreams is like, this is something I need to do. But right now I'm taking from my dreams that this is something that I'm not prepared to invite back into my life. Basically, I have a lot of trauma in certain areas. So 3 of the things that I'm not willing to invite back into my life right now is drinking, of course, alcohol, eating how I want to, because it had a huge effect on my physical appearance due to the fact that overindulging, finding, basically anytime that I wanted something to do or to get my mind away from things, I was running to restaurants, this and the other, so I was overindulging in food, liquor, and this and the other, so I gained a lot of weight. I was at 220 pounds. That's the heaviest I've ever been. Even having a child, I only reached 200 pounds. So, and then also intimate romantic relationships. I didn't realize that was such a red flag to me until, like, I really thought about, like, dating again, getting to know people, this and the other, or, even giving, people of the past opportunity. And I'm just, like, so, like, just, no. Like, I don't know. Like, every time I think about it, something tells me no. And then, and since I did, ask, for guidance, during this healing journey and during this time period, I do have to listen to that voice. I can't ignore the voice anymore. So I've been listening, and it just hasn't been for me. I realized that it's also a lot of bitterness in this areas. Like, I wish I wasn't so bitter, when it came to romantic relationships, stuff like that. I wish that, at the same time, like I was, as much as I want to, okay, so I don't know, I listen to Summer Walker, love Summer Walker. As much as I want to say that Man Your Mouth has been a song that resonates with me, it's also a song that does not resonate with me at the same time. I wish I was more vocal about the things that I wanted and the things that I needed out of life. I wish that, like, for example, like when it came to romantic relationships, I wish I was more direct. I wish I would tell people what I wanted, so then I wouldn't have a bitterness, be direct. I wish I just didn't try to be the woman that they wanted instead of being a woman that I wanted, with the man that I ultimately wanted. So, for example, like, I don't want, I want someone that is a provider, a household provider. I want someone to want to take care of me, mentally. I want someone to want to take care of me financially. I do want the gifts. I want all those type of, cute things. This and that. I'm not a materialistic person, but I want someone to care for me in those type of ways. Well, I'm not sure. I don't feel like I'm a materialistic person, but I do ask my friends and stuff like that. I do get outside opinions of these things before I just say them. So I'm not just going based off of what I personally feel myself is, because I understand that every perspective is a different perspective. So from what I would say about myself, I don't feel like I'm materialistic. And then also, like, some of my friends and my family have also said that I'm not materialistic. I do like nice things, though. I do spend money on things that I feel are worthy of the expense. I do buy pricey things at times. But I do also want someone that would be able to do that for me, and actually want to do it for me. So I wouldn't say that I would just date a man due to his wealth, but I would date a man that wants to provide for me. That's something that I do want. I also want someone to want to, like, I wouldn't say like quite court, but date me, like, I don't want link ups, and all those type of things. Those are not something that I want. So it's now something that I'm just avoiding. I don't want to date someone that just has these characteristics that I'm not also attracted to. So, I'm saying, I'm not trying to, like, and then on top of that, it's like, I think I never wanted to be hard to please. So that's the reason that I tried to just stay away from, setting all these standards from what I wanted from a man, because I didn't want to scare men away. I felt like, I had a conversation with Yale one day, and I told him that I felt like, I kind of came with a lot of baggage, and that's the reason it's like you don't want to have so many standards, and then it's like, at the end of the day, this, that, and the other, but then it's like, both my mom but I also feel like my mom is kind of biased, like, as like, what is the baggage, this and the other, and I think that sometimes in our mind, we, seem that we make ourselves heavier than what we are. And I guess like sometimes I feel like I'm baggage because of my mental health. I also feel like, at baggage sometimes I didn't feel like, prior to right now, I am in a healthier mind state when it comes to my body, but I didn't feel like I was physically attractive. I also felt like it was a lot that I have a kid. I have a kid, and I am the primary parent, so I have my kid majority of the time. So I felt like that was also a lot too. Like, I don't know, I just didn't want to, I didn't feel like I was enough. I think that's what it was. I didn't feel like I was enough. I didn't have the confidence. And I realized that was also an issue in relationships, because even if someone approached me and they seen this very admirable, phenomenal woman, they seen a worthy woman. However, though, even if they see something that's worth $1 million and you're charging only $100, they're going to pay out the $100. They're not going to pay $1 million. I'm not going to say they're not going to tip you well because they feel like this item is worth more than you're selling it for, but they're not going to pay full price if you're not asking full price. And that's something I'm trying to come into. So I'm trying to figure out what I want. And I'm also trying to figure out what the needs are. I'm trying to make a healthy balance, and I'm trying to, like, so it's not like I'm just, and also what I'm willing to compromise on, what I'm willing to change, before, even embarking on romantic relationships, again, as well. And I think that's also the same, like, with eating habits, and it's also the same with drinking and stuff like that. I don't feel like, I don't really know how I ever feel about drinking again, but with eating habits, a healthy balance. So then, if I jump back into, because I recently thought, like, okay, I'll go back to eating fish, but then I had to kind of back myself up a little bit, because now I have to think about, I don't want to get back in the habit of, eating out a lot, or this, that, and the other. So, or, because it's also something that is not even the health matter, but it's also something that has been, financially saving me money as well, cooking at home. So then I factor in, all these points as well. I just feel like sometimes too on these videos, I try to sound too professional, and I understand this is like, professional thing, but I feel like it's sometimes not giving me, like, a lot of people know me. They know, like, I talk crazy. I talk very, very crazy. It's just like, like, I wouldn't say talk crazy, but I, give the real, of what I'm looking for, stuff like that. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, I don't want to come off, because I think, like, when I made these videos, I want, everybody to be able to watch, the videos and, take what they want from the videos, take what they need from the videos. Don't take too much. Don't take anything if you don't want nothing from the videos. But it's like, this is ultimately me. I'm in my, anybody that know me know I love wearing these. You know what I'm saying? I'm a moo type of girl too as well. I get them from DD's discount. They be like $4.99 now. But that's beside the point. That's off the topic. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like, I think that, that, and then on top of that, like, I used to be very argumentative about certain things, and then it's like, over this time period of healing, I think I learned to shut the hell up. And I mean, like, shut the hell up, like, in the fact of, like, let things happen. If they happen, if they don't happen, they don't happen. If someone doesn't agree with you, they don't have to agree with you. If you don't agree with their perspective, you don't have to argue about their perspective. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's also something I learned, like, dating and stuff like that. I think that, you run into these people, and I've had men argue me down about the whole, like, 50-50 thing, or this, that, and the other. I said, like, I want a man that's going to provide. I want a man that's going to pay all the bills, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, this, that, and the other. But, I mean, that's being unrealistic, blah, blah, what do you have to offer? It doesn't matter, you get what I'm saying? Like, the thing about it is that, like, You asking me what I have to offer, and you don't want to offer me what I want in the first place is crazy as hell for me to sit here and argue back and forth with you about. You're not going to give me what I want anyway. So it's kind of like really, really getting crazy. Like, I think like that's, and that's my big old take back, with, and I sat there for years, you get what I'm saying, arguing this, you get what I'm saying, compromising mostly on my end than people were on their end, when I could just find someone that likes me and wants to fit into this box of the people that I want. Not fit into this box, because I do not feel like the man that I would be with will fit into anyone's box at all. But I'm just saying, like, fit into what I would want out of a person, instead of arguing with a bunch of people that will never give me what I want anyway, or is not capable. And that sometimes that capability is mentally, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have the mindset to think big enough to be that type of person that I will want, or a type of person that I will need, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a whole bunch of, arguing back and forth about, my appearance, the way I dress, the way I act, who I hang with, and all this type of stuff. And it's just like, kind of like, it becomes overwhelming. It becomes like, it consumes you, for a very long time. And I think that's where the idea of the baggage came from. I have ran into a lot of people that was not okay with the person that I was, but was okay with the way that I looked, ultimately, because that's what attracted them. However, they did not want me to attract other people because of the fear of, I guess, me growing bigger and realizing, I guess, who I was or what I was supposed to be. And think about it, I'm still finding out who I am. I'm still finding out who I'm meant to be. I'm still figuring out who I'm supposed to inspire, or if I'm supposed to inspire, or if I'm supposed to teach, or am I supposed to lead, or am I supposed to be a housewife, or, it's all these type of things that I'm still learning at this point. But whatever this person was, I guess they had feared this person that I will ultimately become, and they tried to kind of put me in a mindset that I was supposed to be something else, or I wasn't being the type of woman that any man would want to marry. And I think that's the reason I tried to water myself down a lot to become this woman, and this, that, and the other. And then I tried to water myself down. I tried to do more. I tried to show up more, you get what I'm saying, for the people that I was, dealing with, and this, that, and the other. And y'all know the crazy thing about all this, I still ain't got no wedding ring. So then I had to realize that, baby girl, maybe you should just be you. You get what I'm saying? And then, and then if you live in your purpose, and then as time goes on, then you figure out, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if marriage is at the end of my tunnel. I feel like it is, though. I feel like it is. So that's the thing. I strongly go off my feelings. I feel like it is. Or I don't know if, just being a successful woman that inspires other women. I have heard recently a lot that I'm inspirational. I don't feel like I'm doing anything to inspire. I feel like I'm being myself. I feel like I'm being transparent. Because this is who I want to be. And also, I recently just watched this video, and sometimes, you don't want to put too much on your friends and your family. And I feel like in these past 3 years, I have been piling it on. So I made this YouTube channel so I can kind of like voice myself. I can get myself out, but I can give the rest to God. And I can give the overflow to whoever wants to hear, whoever wants to chime in, whoever wants to give me any advice. You get what I'm saying? I'm open to these type of things. You get what I'm saying? But I think that was the video today, and I think that I went over this video 1,001 times trying to make multiple videos because I didn't know how I wanted to approach the video. Initially, I was going to approach the video, talking about, how I was bitter, or how I'm still bitter, how I'm healing from the bitterness, due to previous traumatic experiences, kind of sort of, I have had some traumatic relationship experience. I have to be honest about that. So then, yeah, and it's like, I wanted to say this, that, but I didn't really know how to format it. I didn't really know, so I just kind of just went and see how it flowed. So this is how it flowed out. So right now, as lonely as I am at times, as any other, it's sometimes better just to be alone. And right now, I'm choosing to be alone. Because during this healing journey, I have to figure out what now pleases me instead of like what was pleasing me previously. How am I fulfilled? And then also, I need to fill myself up, because I can't be beneficial to anybody or anything without being full. So yeah, and on top of that, for the men that be trying to date me and stuff like that, if anybody chimes to the video, do not never in your life ask me what I got to offer. I don't know. Figure it out. Leave me alone. Stop talking to me. It's really, really annoying. You get what I'm saying? It's one thing for us to have normal conversation and we figure out each other, figure out, what, both of us have going on in life. What are our goals? What are our 5-year plans? What are our 10-year plans? And try to figure out, what I'm saying, if we are actually compatible. But for you to just be coming to me, asking me what I got to offer, baby, be for real. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and sell myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, either I'm for you or I ain't. But, like, the whole, like, selling point, you get what I'm saying? I have to give a whole list of things that I've obtained and how these things can, influence you or how I can make you. No, I'm not doing it. You get what I'm saying? That's not even how I approach people. You get what I'm saying? It's, you just have regular conversation. You figure out if you're compatible with this person. You feel like, if our mindsets, line up together. This is all that I can, do for you. I cannot sell myself. But yeah, that's the video for today. And happy Monday. Thank you for tuning in. I love y'all. I hope y'all love my videos.